Welcome back to my flippin' van life. We are on the road. We are finally on our way to Florida, back on the roads. Pops are super excited. I'm super excited. We are at the Vintage Peddler. We are in Springfield, Missouri. And this was recommended to me by a couple people. So I'm like, yeah, let's stop by and check it out. There was a really cool lamp over there in the corner. And then, of course, I found a box of drawers, so I tried to open it. The top one did not open. I think it was only like $21, so pretty good deal for that. Beautiful tapestry back there. Look at the cheetah, all the animals on there. And then this was like a miniature secretary's desk for like a doll, I think. And then over here, there was a lot of primitives. I wanted to give you like just a broad shot and walkthrough of this particular antique mall because it had a ton of cool furniture and primitives. Not really a lot of like the glass and kitsch and stuff that I look for. So I didn't have a whole lot of luck here, but I still loved looking through everything, learning from different genres. And here we had one booth that was like really MCM in style, and they had a really cool display up front. Look at the mermaid. I thought she was pretty neat. And then they had some pictures, some hanging lamps, chairs, and old TVs and radios over there, and a big old Beatles poster. Over here I found this dog. He was actually ended up being resin. And some Valentines back there. She was pretty cute. And some dogs, little kitschy cuteness back there. And over here they had a couple more Valentines and that little, I think that's a Christ cat with the fur on him. And then I found some jewelry over here, so I was looking for some brooches. My next sale is a jewelry sale, so I'm on the hunt for jewelry and of course Fenton right now. Those are my two priorities. And the fact that my coat sleeve is rolled up is really bugging me right now. There's a fuzz on me. Oh, the things you don't even notice when you're out and about. All right, here's a cute little kitty. That was a Delft cat creamer. And a cute little piggy right next to it. I thought they were pretty adorable. And we went to like 3 different antique stores today, so we got a lot to go through. And up here, this this booth kind of cracked me up. There was a ton of Bigfoot, Sasquatch items. Yes, you heard me right, Sasquatch. So look, there's one in the frame. There's one up here coming up. And like right there with flowers on her head or his head. I'm not sure. And then more frame Sasquatches, because why not? I really like this piece of furniture. Definitely vintage, but none of the doors would open. And I saw that they were hinged, and I'm like, why won't they open? I don't know. I tried for way too long to open that. And I think there was a sale going on in this booth, 15% off. Look at this camel. It's a brass camel. I don't see camels very often, so I had to check that out. And they had some canisters up there that were pretty cool. And then this was a ceramic bird. It was only like $9. But what interested me is it said made in Brazil. I didn't expect that. And then over here they had some really nice baskets and milk glass. And down here there was some ceramics as well. I love how everybody in this antique mall takes the time to set up their booth. Like, look at the aesthetic of this. Like, it's amazing. They're so well curated and well decorated. Just the booths, not even the items that are for sale. Just what they use to decorate with is insane. Over here, this booth was probably my favorite one. They had an Empoli dog over there, some nice Empoli genie bottles, lots of owls. I think those are Otagiri little owls. There was a set of 2 there, and I think they were $38 for the set. And then down here, they had a little bit more glass, and that would have had a stopper on it. I believe it's rainbow and missing a stopper. Oh, there's one right on top. Yeah, see, here's another one in the red. And I think that was right around 100, 120 maybe. And I love that flame stopper on it, teardrop. It's so good. All right, let's look over here. Oh, look at these fish. These fish were pretty cool. They caught my attention. And of course there was some paperweights. That was pilgrim glass. I did not expect that. It had its original sticker, and I I don't even think I knew Pilgrim made paperweights, but it had a sticker. Oh, here's the fish. And these were super cute. They said they were Blue Mountain pottery. I'm not sure if they are or not. I don't think I've ever seen them before, but I thought they were adorable. And I think they were like $38 for the set, I believe. I thought they were cute. And they're like little planters, so you could put a little cactus in there, or an air plant, whatever you want. All right, over here they had a little bit more glass. Oh, nope, that Viking kind of caught my attention, so I had to check that out. And then down here I found these glass ashtrays. I don't think they're Murano. I'm pretty certain they're not. They're a little not as refined as Murano glass would be, but real fun. And then a little bit of jewelry over here on the end. And then I thought this was really neat. It was a lucite base, and then it had a paper globe. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that. So I had to check that out. I think it was only like $12. Super neat. I don't know who makes it or anything like that. Down here they had a couple of paperweights, and I think it was $14. A little bit of ceramics, some Valentine's. Oh, and pom-pom garland, because those are super fun. Then we had a clarinet, and I think those are spools. And oh, this was a cute little cow sugar. I believe that's a sugar. Had a little lid on it. And just some silver platters. And then I found this. This was a Fenton Valencia pattern, little mini swung glass vase there. And it was like $28, so right where it needs to be. And oh, I thought this was kind of cute. It was like a Dragonware Florida souvenir. I'm like, ugh, that's a sign. I'm on my way to Florida, and I found Florida souvenir. So pretty cool. I love the table that this was on too. Another owl. That was kind of cute. And he was only $5, so I thought that was a really fair deal. And over here, let's go over to the next booth. I found some, I thought there was going to be jewelry in there, but it was buttons. But look at this. This was a Christ kitty, and I thought he was absolutely adorable. He was right at $18, so I thought that was right where it needed to be. It is marked Christ on the bottom. I have not seen this one before, so I thought that was pretty cool. Something tells me it would have had like a match, because I know a lot of Christ items have like matches. So I wonder if it did or not. I don't know. And then over here I found a cranberry opalescent Fenton little top hat vase, and not exciting enough for me. And then a single horn epergne down there. Let's see, over here there was some Pyrex, and oh, this is a Royal Copley little fish vase, and it was only like $18. It has its original sticker, but you can see right there it had a crack, so I passed on it. But I love the goldfish that's on there, and some paperweights in here. I think that's just a Asian import. Most of the paperweights here were just little Asian imports, except for that Pilgrim one that we found earlier. Little Friggies up there by Pyrex, and another paperweight. That one was signed, but I couldn't read it. I'm not sure who made that one at all. And I don't think the tag had a name on it either. So, let's keep looking up here. I found an old camera, some plates, juicer, and over here there was a little bit more glass that caught my attention. I thought that was going to be glass, and it actually ended up being very thin, lightweight metal. It threw me off. And a clock back there, and then a cool old scale. Of course I had to test it to see if it works. It still works, so I thought that was pretty fun. Makes a great display. You don't have to use it as a scale, obviously. A little Westmoreland trinket heart. It was only $7. That's a great deal for that. Some roosters up here, and some brass swans, little copper pan. And then over here, there was a lot of Mexican folk art wood figurines. They had a cat, and I don't know what this is. Like, is that a possum? Armadillo? I think it's an armadillo. Not so sure. And I just love them. I love the colors. I love the designs on them. I love how they're kind of like exaggerated. The cat stretching out was probably my favorite one. And then over here, a little dog, some birds, and there was a lady like right next to me, so I'm trying really careful not to film her. Like, she was right to my right. And I'm like, oh, this is awkward. So I think that was a necklace. I was trying to read it. All right. I'm going to go left because that lady was not moving and I didn't have any other choice. So I went left. All right. We went over this already. Okay, let's go to the next booth. Up here, I found some china, and I really like these little teacups, and I wanted to try to figure out who made them, and they weren't marked on the bottom, so I don't know. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to look under the plate because now I'm really curious. Nope, not marked either. It's almost like a flow blue, but purpley. And then in here was some really cool rhinestone necklaces. They were around $12 to $14 and a little bracelet in there. I love the display. Once again, fantastic. It's this like glass wood box, I guess, with a light in it. And it's just so fun on that like old dummy bust right there. It was so cool. Such a cool setup. And then this was a really neat oil lamp. It was signed on the bottom. I couldn't quite read it to see who made it, but it was only $6.99, and I thought like that was a fantastic deal. I love the blue. I love the iridescence. It still had its wick and everything. So I'm like, $6.95, even better. And I'm like, I'm gonna buy this. I like it. And then I couldn't buy it. It was really sad because I got all the way up. Ooh, that dish back there with the flowers on it was really cool too. Oh, and I like this perfume bottle, but it was missing a stopper. Okay, so back to my story. I got all the way up to the front register, and somebody had to test out an old radio, and it blew the fuse. So that was a really cool napkin holder, super heavy, mushrooms on it. And they had to restart. They couldn't get it like fixed for a while, and of course they couldn't ring me up because the registers were down. So I walked around for like an extra 15 minutes, and I'm like, I still can't check out. And at that point, I even offered cash. I'm like, do you want cash? They're like, no, we can't ring it up. And I'm like, okay. And then I didn't bring the dogs in with me this time, so they were out in the van, and I was getting like, this is too long, so I couldn't buy it, even though I wanted to. It was a really cool piece. Those are Japan. They look like the L'Italia ones to me, but they could be Japan. I didn't like turn them over or anything. Okay, so super sad. I couldn't buy anything here, but that's okay. I tried. Little Mexican folk art vase there with little birds on it. I thought that was adorable. And that was only like $8, I want to say. So again, very, very, very good prices on a lot of the items here, and just a wide variety. And then this was kind of cute. It was like a little boy and girl planter. It was only $6.50, but her hand was broken. It was like supposed to be holding something, and it looked like it broke off in the back. So still a great price if that's something you collect. I thought, yeah, I would forgive it if I was a collector. And then all the Hardy Boy books that you could ever imagine. Old sewing machine up there. Yes, I didn't read the Hardy Boys. I was more of like the Babysitter Club kind of person. All right, elephants. Elephants for days. That looked like a glug jug. And then over here, more elephants and more elephants. The brass elephant was pretty cool, actually. All right, and then down here, just checking out everything. Again, the aesthetic is just so cool. Like, everything is just set up so well. That was a glass owl paperweight. I thought that was kind of cute and different. It was $16. And then here is a green pottery flower frog. And then over here, this brass turtle was super neat. It was solid brass, made in India. And I think they had it like $20-something. So, cute turtle. I'd never seen that one before. Over here, more cool furniture. The furniture here was like my favorite part. They had some old crock jugs up there, baskets, ducks, wood barrels, old mirrors, and big old bowls over there. And then in here, oh, so much to look at. Like, it's overwhelming. Okay. Now we're at a flea market. Yes, you read that sign correct. It is STD. flea market. That's not the name I would have picked. And I almost didn't come here. Let me be honest with you. I drove by it and I'm like, all right, I got to go to the other antique mall. And then I was driving by again, and both times the parking lot was packed. And it's not what I thought it was. It's more of an antique mall than it is a flea market. So don't judge a book by its cover. This was actually a pretty good place. And yeah, is it flea market-y? Yeah, it is. You can find a little bit of everything. It's not just vintage, but they had a ton of vintage items. So here I am just going through it all. I like that little ceramic dish there, and they had a cup. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So yeah, it was a pleasant surprise, and it was huge. It was ginormous. They have cases, they have booths. So I was really caught off guard by how cool it was here. This little chicken kind of caught my eye because it had lots of different colors on it. It was $12, probably just a hobbyist piece if I had to guess. And then over here they had a little bit of jewelry, some glass, and then this case is where I couldn't get in because nobody was there to open it. There's only one girl I could find, and she was working the register, and this was like all the way back in the corner. That paperweight is what I wanted to look at, though the jewelry in here was pretty cool. They had some owls down here. But that Millefiori paperweight is what I wanted to see. Oh, there's a Fenton bear in there too. Oh well, it's okay. Here is the, oh nope, here is the booth that had the little Murano handkerchief face. I think it was $39, and that's a good price for collector, but I can't pay that for resale. And there was a cute, still had its original Murano sticker on it. Well, it said made in Italy. But all right, let's see. No, not seeing anything else super catching my attention. And then up front they have some cases. So I was checking out that pottery inkwell. There's a little bluebird in there, some Egyptian perfume bottles, and our little Santa. All right, here's the jewelry case, and I actually bought that hummingbird there, the dress clip. I bought the little pin, the cat. The prices in here were insane. Like that cat pin was $1.50. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get in here and buy all these little pieces of jewelry. And then they had some clip-on earrings. I think they were Trifari, and I bought those too. All right, look at this. There's like Pac-Man yard things, which were really fun, and it is the Willow Green Acres. I have never been here before, and I only filmed just a little bit in here because my batteries were dying on my glasses, so I only got a few clips in here, but it was such a fun trip. Look at, all right, this was like probably an Asian import little vase there. I've never seen that design on there. I think it was like $28, $38. And I'm like, I can't pay $38 for that. But even though it was super cool, but that's not what I was trying to get to. I was obviously trying to get to this bittersweet back here. And it was a huge compo. I had to move everything around just to get to it. And I could see the price from there. It was like $78. I'm like, I can't pay $78. But I just wanted to look at the striation marks on this. Like, look at the swirls. This is the best swirl bittersweet I've ever seen. It is like delicious yellow and orange swirls. I bet the glow on that is so much fun. So I hated to leave it, but it was right where it needs to be. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put everything back. But it was fun to see. I'm glad I got to see it. And while I was here, this place is like, no, it was 15% off, but still, even with 15% off, I just thought that was a little too much for resale anyway. Oh, look at this cat. It's this huge chalkware cat. It was $60, and I thought he was pretty amazing. I love the look on his face. And then there was a dog up there. Lots of fun stuff in this little booth here. They had some pottery goblets and some little kitsch. More dogs over here, which I thought were fun. And clocks, because why not? Oh, and then I found this little Fenton bud vase, and it had a hand-painted flower on it. And I'm like, it was only $10, which is a great deal for what it is. But I'm like, no, it's not fancy enough for my Fenton sale. I need something fancier. And then I'm looking in this case, and this is White of Isle, and that was a beautiful vase up there. And then they had the cranberry opalescent coin dot Fenton canister, which I love, and that blue opalescent juicer. I don't think I've ever seen a blue opalescent juicer before, and I thought that was pretty neat. So I'm checking out all of those, and of course that little lady duster. Okay, now it gets really cool. Look at all of these diamond butts, and then, well, 2 diamond butts, and a column vase from Ellie Smith. I loved them. They were gorgeous, right around $300 each. And then there were some Pyrex over here. Some beautiful decanters. Look at that. And then, of course, they had the Viking cabbage swung vase there. I was in love with them. The teardrop stopper, just kind of like, I think that was $100 for that one. And rainbow glass, I believe. I loved it. I love the green crackle on it, and that purple, like, gourd looking one is also gorgeous. Down here they had some Viking lighters. They had some longtail birds, and it was more Pyrex down here. All right, really cool stuff. And then I had to keep going. All right, here is a Fenton red carnival glass swan dish. Like, the handles were swans. So I guess I can't technically blame it. Can't call them handles. They're swans. And then over here was a blue opalescent Fenton vase, which, again, not exciting enough for me. And it was like $50. So right where it needs to be for price-wise. And just checking out, see if there's anything else cool in this booth. And what was this? Oh, I found this little weed pot. It was only $6, and I love the drip glaze on it, and looks like the ocean. So I ended up buying that because I just liked it. Why not? No marks on it or anything, but I liked it. Okay, and at $6, I wasn't going to leave it there. Okay, that's all I found over there. And then over here in this booth, this is Retro by Design. He is over on Instagram. His name is Eli. I ended up chatting with him for a bit, and he's got some really fun glass. Look at these cats, though. These are the Sexton MCM cats. I've had a set before. They're amazing. In real life, they're amazing. But look at all this glass. It is so good. I bought that Viking purple candy dish in the upper left. And then he had some swan glass vases, the 3 toes, and he had a Bischoff down there, more Viking up here. Just a really nice display of glass. And he was super kind and friendly, so give him a follow over on Instagram if you have a chance. And then I found some slag glass. These were Imperial. I love the original stickers still on there. And I love the daisies on this one. This is like a chocolate slag. Look how pretty those flowers are. I thought those were gorgeous. I don't think I've ever seen this daisy basket before, and that might be like handle exception if I find it and it's like super cheap and affordable. I don't remember how much that one was. That was a Francoma turtle. I thought he was super cool. I didn't think I've ever seen him before. And then this booth had some really fun candlestick holders, more vases. There was a few pieces of Fenton in here as well, so that's why I came in to do a deeper dive, because up here I found, oh, that was a Mary Gregory syrup jar, and I can't say who I know Fenton makes a lot of Mary Gregory, but I'm not sure on that one. That was a Fenton melon vase, and that little like soft pink. I love that color. And then my favorite thing over here was this Fenton candy dish with the, nope, that's Fenton too. That's the Puffy Rose. It's an LG Wright mold that Fenton took over. Oh, here's the candy dish. Look at the Christmas scene on it. It had some Christmas trees on there. And it was right around $70, so right where it needs to be for price-wise. And it had its original sticker, so fun piece. Oh, I was trying to be super careful. All right, guys, here's a little bonus footage of the pooches. They are zonked. They're zonked. They're like, ugh, we're in the van. We're happy. We're taking a nap. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.